Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 3 of the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship 2024. Game 2 going on today. Argentina versus Australia. Taking a look at the table, how it stood at the end of round 2. Argentina in third place on 2 points after getting their draw versus New Zealand last week. Australia, unfortunately, down in last, only on 1 point from a losing bonus point that they had against South Africa. Two teams with a lot to prove today, maybe with the opportunity to climb their way up the board. South Africa versus New Zealand has already been played and is up the channel, but we won't ruin the result of that one as Santiago Carreras gets us started out, and Choco Perez doing well to be able to get under that high ball early on. Out to Mateo Carreras. Great chop tackle though, and Alan Alatoa unfortunately just taking a step into touch, and the referee doesn't manage to let him get away with it. First line out of the game. Let's see how both teams will be getting on today. The set piece is going to be so important for this game, and Choco Perez managing to make his way through. Great tackle though, coming in by Lolosio, not letting him through, and Lavanini has to try and take it himself. A couple of big bouncing tackles there. Can Kramer get it out? Cordero is screaming for it out on the swing. There was no one out there. Might be a bit too late now as he runs into Correa-Betty, getting smashed backwards there. Can Moroni do something with it? Bit isolated out here. Argentina looking all over the place so far, but Pablo Matera manages to find a bit of gap in the Australian defence. But like I said, isolated, and the turnover does come in. The Wallabies get their first exit clearance of the game, and Malia tries to punish that kick back, doesn't manage to get there, and Andrew Kellaway doesn't call for the mark, instead sees all that greenery in the backfield. It goes back to Malia. Will be looking for a better secondary kick this time, manages to just get it beyond Tom Wright, who rushes back up, gives the fake dummy pass, show and go, moves it back up towards the halfway line. Great work there by the Wallaby fullback, and this time Lolosio tries to take it up, doesn't work for him, but Correa-Betty's come in off his wing, taking up a few more meters as they move it out to Andrew Kellaway. We know what a live wire he can be with the ball as Argentina compete hard at this breakdown, not managing to get it back. Australia did very well there to hold on to it. Lolosio just about manages to get that pass away before a crunching tackle to the ribs. They played one pass, maybe too many, and Fainga'a manages to scoop up the ball as they get it out to Correa-Betty. Wants to try and charge down that wing with Cordero having to cut back inside to shut down the hooker. Didn't work for him, and this time Paisami trying to crash up the line, but they managed to get their own turnover, and Alemano trying to make a bit of a breakaway back out to Choco Perez, who started out all this attack back at the start of the game. Mateo Carreras can't manage to outrun Nick White, doing so well to get back across to shut him down there. We'll go for another lineout. It's been all-out attack so far in this game, and Argentina managed to steal that one, and they'll go back up the inside. Lavanini gets it out to Pablo Matera, taking the crash ball up this time, driven into touch though by the Australian, managed to get him back for them. What a huge collision that was to get back. Pablo Matera, tough man to stop once he gets going. Australia take this line out, and they'll go for the maul this time as they begin to drive Argentina back, looking awfully pinned back in their 22 at the minute. Nick White will just want to try and get this clear. No, they've gone for the pass further out. And Paisami has a massive clatter into the ribs, but can they manage to make it work for them? They get outside of their own 22. Correa-Betty's out there on his own wing, but nobody's seen him, and Bertrano has got the turnover. If Lavanini can get this out to Julian Montoya, gets it out to Mateo Carreras, gets the step around one. Well recovered though by Hunter Paisami to shut him down, and this time Nick White goes for the box clearance kick, which you think maybe would have been the right option a little bit while ago, but nope. They've managed to get away. Doesn't manage to find touch though, and Choco Perez once again to Alemano, to Cordero. Can't get the pass back inside this time, but Harry Wilson, unfortunately, hands in the ruck, going straight off his feet onto the ground, and the referee has pulled him up for it, and it will go over for a penalty kick for Argentina. And Santiago Carreras wants to try and put this one as deep as possible. We know how fearsome this Argentinian forward pack is. That's a great kick. It's put them right up towards that 5-meter line. Australia have had some issues in their defensive mauls in this championship low so far. Let's see how they'll get on against the might of the Pumas as they get off to a big driving start. Can Australia look to try and hold this up? I think that Julian Montoya is just hanging off the wing here. Can they just get this little pop pass out? And this time Alemano wants to take it himself. Great dot down by the big man there, sitting at the back of that ruck, of the maul, sorry, and just says, I'll take it myself. Bertrano nowhere to be seen in that one. I think Bertrano actually got wrapped up in the middle of that. Alemano did so well to be able to identify that his scrum half had disappeared, filtered into that scrum half position and just took it on himself. I don't think they were ready. Leota, they're having to get him for a big tackle and manages to just crash it over himself. I mean, it'll work. Unorthodox, but it works for Argentina to get the first try of the game. And Santiago Carreras will step up for Argentina's first kick as it slides. Oh, it's come off the post, though. And he's annoyed with that one. He thought that was looking good. Curving with the wind. Needed slightly more distance away from the post, maybe. So Argentina will only stay 5-0 in the lead. And there it is. Back to Santiago Carreras. Gets a decent exit clearance this time as it bounces down and getting chased down. This time, oh, it's a great counter run. I think that's Hunter Paisami smashing his way through the line. Great run once again. Australia have come to play in this one and they get it out. This time Lolosio getting out to Slipper to Corriabetti, slips through one and they get it passed back inside that time to Valentini, who's landed a bit awkwardly, doesn't look very comfortable as they get it out to Cordero on the turnover. The ball dropped though. Oh, was that pass necessary? Going in there by Corriabetti, maybe not, as Wilson carries it on. This time to Rodder in the lock department. Can Australia keep it going as they crash up? Oh, straight into Julia Montoya. I don't manage to see Lolosio managing to win that tackle contest going on there. But Corriabetti still bouncing his way through tackles out on this wing. Australia will want to take something away before they go in at half-time. Wrapped up again. Kramer coming in that time with the tackle. Australia do have men. They're looking slightly bunched. I don't know if Andrew Kellaway's the right man to go there. Hunter Paisami, who started this all off, still looking for the ball himself. Lolosio getting that pass out, bouncing through more tackles. No one is out there marking Corriabetti. They can ship this one out wide, and they do. Who's going to be able to get back there? Can he put it down? And he does! Oh, I thought he was so close to that touchline. It can't be much closer. We'll need to have a look at that on the replay. The referee has given it. The TMO says it's fine. It's looking awfully close. Lolosio did so well there to get it out to Len Ikitau. Did he just manage to stay in field? Great work there to get that ball out to him so quickly. Taking the pass on. Managing to just stay in field. Great work by him. It's going to be a tough old kick though. But Noah Lolosio to be able to put Australia in the lead. What a great result this would be for them going in at half time. Oh, it's a superb kick by Lolosio. He's happy with that one. Seals it out, and Australia will go in the lead at half-time. 7 points to 5. Well, the Pumas going up against the Wallabies for game 2 of round 3. We knew this one was going to be a physical old contest, but the opening 20 minutes was just attack from both teams, looking to be super aggressive straight from the off. Neither player wanted to get it into touch and just go for those set plays. The ball kept in field off a couple of kicks, and it's been very, very aggressive. A couple of the Argentinian backs have been absolutely instrumental in this one. Choco Beres has been popping up all over the field, and Mateo Carreras has made some inroads down on those wings, but the Australian defence holding up well for the majority, not managing to give Argentina any room. But it came off the back of a driving maul that gave us our first try of the game. A penalty going in meant that Argentina was able to kick right up to that 5-metre channel. Australia did well to defend the maul, not letting it barrel over for the try, but well spotted by Alemano to realise that a scrum half got sucked into the maul himself, ran in to support his man, picked up the ball and crashed over to get the opening try. Carreras, though, not managing to get that kick over the post means Argentina only went 5 points in the lead, giving Australia the chance to bounce back as they do towards the end of that first half. And they manage it through the hands of Corriabetti, who's been looking for that ball all day long. Great vision by the Australian forwards to just keep that ball alive as quickly as possible, pop it out to him on the wing, and great finish by the winger to not get barreled into touch, followed by another superb kick going in by Noah Lolosio to be able to slot that one through. Australia take the lead 7 points to 5. Are the Wallabies bouncing towards a victory, or can Argentina come biting back in the second half? On to the second half then, and a lot of changes going on for Argentina at halftime. They've maybe not been happy with that opening half. Oviedo comes on for Kramer. He's going to slide into the number 8 shirt. Gonzalez is going to slide into that flanker position. Cubelli has come on at scrum half. Maybe they weren't too happy with the scrum half getting wrapped up in that maul earlier on. And Delgui has also come on for Argentina. So a lot of fresh legs coming on for the men in the blue and white. Let's see if that will make a big impact to this game. Fresh legs on in this scrum as well. Let's see if they can go for the big shove. They manage to secure their own ball, and this time Kubeli, new to the pitch, wants to go on a bit of a sniping run himself. He's also got the new boy of Delgi waiting on that wing. Can't get the ball out to him. This time Carreras manages to spot him out there. Oh, is anyone out there? It's one-on-one with Tom Wright in the fullback shirt, managing to do so well to hold that one out. And Nick White will kick them clear. Argentina thought maybe that was the best start to the second half they could have possibly asked for, but they'll pass it out wide as it goes out to the big man Gajo out on the wing. Cordero passes it back inside to Lavanini this time, trying to make those inroads up into Australia's half, and the captain this time, Julian Montoya, trying to take it on, not getting anywhere though, and turned over by Australia, and they've got the breakaway, but in comes Gonzalez. We know the pace he has for such a big man. He really does rush up, and another great tackle by him, who's done so well today. Oh, there's maybe an issue there. Kubeli tried to go for a slap on the wrist to try and knock it out of Nick White's hands, but I think the ball has actually gone for a knock-on against him in that. Thought maybe try that cheeky work that we get to see from scrum halves when you get into the breakdowns, but it will give a scrum back to the Wallabies. But like I said, fresh legs on for Argentina. This might be an area they feel confident that they can actually fight back in. Let's see how they get on. Nick White might be looking to just try and get this ball in and out as fast as possible if it can help them. Australia go. No, they've managed to get the early shove, and it will actually drive Argentina back, and they'll go out towards this right-hand wing. It's a good work, though. Oh, wrapped up very well, though, by Kubeli, trying to make up for his earlier mistake. That's a good exit clearance kick, though, by Nick White, but maybe got a little bit too much angle on that, and suddenly Argentina actually have men to spare out on this wing as it gets out to Choco Perez, out to Moroni. Well worked there. Coming in, I think that was Isaac Rodder who managed to get back across for that tackle. Very, very good work, because there was a man left over. Well done to identify that as he gets out to Julian Montoya. Can't get that pass. One more away was all they needed. Out to Delgi. Wants to go for an up and under. Gets it round. Andrew Kellaway still running onto the ball. Well collected, though, by Tom Wright. And they managed to get the turnover back. It's all very, very open, exciting rugby. And this is what we like to see, is Australia get wrapped up on that run. They've not managed to get through. Some of these Argentinian tackles have been absolutely brutal today, as Malia thinks he sees room in that back corner. He's managing to find room, but well received there by Corriabetti, collecting up the ball, and Len Ikitau this time. Oh, and still going, slipping through tackles. Argentina put right back up to the halfway line, and their defensive line doesn't look great for now. They're going to have to rush off the line quickly, and they do. They shut down James Slipper. They're looking very bunched. If Australia can get this ball out wide, it doesn't work for them, and Gajo manages to pick up that loose ball, and they'll go once again out to the wing on Delgi's wing as he tries to go for the grubber kick. Oh, Andrew Kellaway does well to get a foot in front of the ball. It bounces back into Delgi's hands, but is pushed back into touch, and Australia will take the subsequent line out as well. They'll go for that maul. They fancied taking on Argentina up front today. In fact, that forward pack is a hard pack to go up against, but they'll feel very, very happy with how they've dealt with the scrums and the maul so far in this game. As Nick White passes it out, another superb pass, and through the line it goes, and it's Len Ikitau charging his way on up through the midfield, and they'll get it out wide this time. It's gone out to Alan Alatoa. Maybe not the man they would want to be popping up on that wing. Maybe you want to be looking for Corriabetti. Unfortunately, a bit too slow to get out to his own wing there. They pass it out wide to Wilson. Oh, he's done well to hit yet another gap, and Hunter Paisami this time looking to try and punish that wing, and Kubeli has taken the turnover quickly as they go out. Delgi running alongside him is Lavanini. They know the clock is against them now, and Thomas Gajo tries to take it down the wing himself, but no one's supporting him. It's another turnover. Australia are only 2 points in the lead. Any score on the board is going to be so vital in this game. Argentina get yet another turnover. Oviedo, who's been new to the field, maybe not made the impact Argentina would have wanted so far, but he manages to get his hands on the ball, and this time Matera on the charge. Choco Perez gets it back out to Thomas Gajo, who crashes through. Another couple of tackles, and Australia are looking short-manned up this left-hand side as they get it to Carreras. Passed it round by Delgi. Great work by Andrew Kellaway to shut him down. Both teams are looking so bunched up. It's becoming a real issue for defences to deal with now, as Gomez Cordella wants to take it on himself. Gets the sidestep around his opposite number, charging up towards that line, and Carreras sees Lavanini wanting to get up this wing, supported though by Delgi. Can they hold on to the ball? Just about. Managing to hold down the Wallabies, pushed back into their own 22. They know this is the danger area. They are in drop goal range. Whether or not Australia are going to be able to hold this one out, as Alemano gets it out to Gomez Cordella's just had to run to the space himself. Santiago Cordero, maybe slightly isolated. Argentina fighting back for it, doesn't work for them, and Australia will get the box kick clearance away. They couldn't find a man to take the drop goal for Argentina. Australia doing so well to get that turnover in their own 22 when it mattered and get that ball out into touch. Argentina really disappointed after taking that early lead in this game. How important can a missed conversion be towards post? Well, sometimes it can just about cost you the game, and Argentina couldn't bounce back. The Wallabies will be doing much better now after that win. Will put them up into third place on the board. Let me know down in the comment section, guys. Do you think this will be a scoreline we could be seeing going on the weekend in this game, or do you think Argentina will be up for a much more ferocious game versus the Wallabies? Make sure you hit the old like button and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest games going on from the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.